Hi everybody, I've been so inspired by the country music documentary that Ken Burns has produced, and I want to make sure I get this done before tonight's edition turns on. Watched the IndyCar race today. Haven't really watched much football. I haven't been into it because I had a marvelous time back up at my alma mater, Furman University, watching the football game and hanging out with my friends yesterday. So it's been a good weekend, and I'm going to start out this week's video with a few original songs of mine. This one's called The Paved Road. Well, the first thing that I saw when I woke up this morning was bad news on the TV I left on the night before. Every day's the same story. Somebody shot somebody. Most of the time the victim is a junkie or a whore. Life is hard, no matter where you go. It's a snarled path, tough road to hoe. Oh, the wheels spin, got a heavy load, hoping I can get to the paved road. Before I fixed my breakfast, it was snowing in Milwaukee. When I had my lunch, shots rang out in Baltimore. All that rang at my house was an offer of more credit that I deserved about as much as any drunken troubadour. Oh, the woman that I loved didn't quite return the favor, and the woman that loved me left me tinged with regret. As I agonized about the source of my sad depression, my life seemed no more worthy than an empty silhouette. Life is hard, no matter where you go. It's a snarled path, tough road to hoe. Where the wheels spin, got a heavy load, hoping I can get to the paved road. Like any man, I yearn for some measure of fulfillment. My ambition stretches far beyond just paying all the bills, and I feel as if I'm running out of time to make my fortune. My life nestled in a valley in the shadow of the hills. Life is hard, no matter where you go. It's a cardinal, it's a gnarled path, tough road to hoe. When the wheels spin, got a heavy load, hoping I can get to the paved road. Hoping I can get to the paved road. Take me a sip of coffee here. Yeah, the Paladins beat Mercer 45-10, and it's a great weekend because I didn't get to go to the induction, but an old friend of mine, Robbie Caldwell, who is now the offensive line coach at Clemson University, was inducted into the Furman Athletic Hall of Fame on Friday night. I was covering a high school football game, so I didn't get to go. But the festivities brought a lot of old friends to town. It was a bigger crowd of buddies than the usual Paladin home game, people from far away that I hadn't seen in a while. So it meant a lot to me, and I wrote a blog about it at wellpilgrim.com. .wordpress.com. Has some pictures I took and things like that. So hope you'll take a look at it. The song is called What I Ain't Got. I don't know where I am, and I don't know where I'm going. I reckon it don't matter anyway. What factories are left here are mainly hiring Mexicans. Reckon that they'll work without much pay. I sell a little weed and I barely keep my bills. They probably smoke too much of it away. And my life ain't so hot, and I'm past the point of caring about all the things that I ain't got. What I ain't got. All my friends moved away and they live in big cities where they fight all that traffic every day. Well, I sit here and rot in this godforsaken town that gets older and sadder every day. I fell into a ditch and before I could climb out, realized I was bound to stay. And my life ain't so hot, and I'm past the point of caring about all the things that I ain't got. What I ain't got. I don't give a damn, 'cause it don't make no difference. What happens is gonna happen anyway. I'm a ship without a rudder, with no wind in my sails, and the water's still choppy on the bay. So I paddle around, either drown or run aground. What happens won't be good anyway. And my life ain't so hot, and I'm past the point of caring about all the things that I ain't got. What I ain't got. What I ain't got. Sometimes people who are comedians yell up and they say, "Play Freebird." Of course, I couldn't play Freebird if I wanted to, which I don't. But this song, the verses are written in free verse. The name of it is This One Needs Stitches. Well, they called me to the office, said the managing editor wanted to talk to me about the change in the status of my job. I figured he might cut my schedule back, say I'd have to do some high schools and maybe take some ships on the desk. But he handed me a contract and asked me to sign it, saying I would not sue them for the abrupt conditions of my demise. I didn't want to sign it, but it guaranteed a modest severance package that I needed to pay my bills for a little while. I'll get over it, those sons of bitches. Time heals all wounds, this one needs stitches. A friend I used to party with in college called me up one night, told me that he had just a year to live. For that year we got together about once a month and talked about what had happened to us both in the ragged course of our lives. He only summoned me when his chemo had ended, and he felt up to sitting on the porch all night drinking beer. He taught me how to laugh and how to cry at the same time, and it took a lot of beer to come to grips with the end drawing near. I'll get over it, foul off the pitches. Time heals all wounds, this one needs stitches. I struggle each and every day, trying to find a way to make a living in the world, growing younger as the sun falls in the sky. While my mind is young, my body's getting older, and a gap confronts me every time I write about the kids I try to figure out. What I lose in acuity, I make up with experience and observations of the changes in the panorama of my life. The writer always writes and keeps it up because it's not a profession that offers up the option to retire. I'll get over it, correct the glitches. Time heals all wounds, this one needs stitches. Now let me get this right. I'll get over it, those sons of bitches. Time heals all wounds, this one needs stitches. Which one shall I do? Next week the Paladins are home again against East Tennessee State. I wasn't so fortunate on Friday night because my other alma mater, Twin High School, dropped a 63-13 decision. Wasn't much of a decision. Unanimous, it wasn't, it was a knockout. 63-13 at the hands of Wren, which at least in one ranking is number 4 in the state in 3A and number 19 overall. But also got in a terrible traffic jam on the way. Ended up leaving 2 hours before and not getting there till, I don't know, half hour before the game started. Hate to do that. I take every trip like I'm going to have a flat tire. And this is one time where I needed it because I got into a conflict because my truck told me to go a way I didn't want to go, and I was right because we were backed up for 45 minutes and there was a wreck on I-85 and it was just a disaster. And in this area I really should take my own knowledge over the knowledge of a cell phone or the program in my truck. I must really sound low tech. It's called Crazy as Hell. Digit ran for senator from Delaware. Combination boxer briefs for underwear. People want insurance, not Obamacare. Even though for illness they are underprepared. We might be California's saving grace, space. If Mexico gets around to legalize, that wall might be needed on the other side. It's crazy as hell, pretty as a loon, nutty as a fruitcake, sonic as a boom. Jerry-rigged and absolutely out of sorts, exaggerated and confirmed by all reports. My friends would rather text than talk to me. For service I guess I'd have to climb a tree. The South's in flood and California's still on fire. There's not a politician left that I admire. The end of time may be as close as Trump's next tweet. They used to call a man like him indiscreet. People love him for the way he tells a lie. He changes all the facts for every alibi. It's crazy as hell, pretty as a loom, nutty as a fruitcake, sonic as a boom. Jerry-rigged and absolutely out of sorts, exaggerated and confirmed by all reports. The county's high school teams were 9 and 21. Some think they might do better if they all had guns, but depth would be a problem in the second half, and the gunfire might affect the photographs. Haggard, Cash, and Whalen have all died away. It's enough to make a man switch to reggae. I still remember Johnny U and Willie Lace and Archie Bunker's words. Those were the days. It's crazy as hell, pretty as a loom, nutty as a fruitcake, sonic as a boom. Jerry-rigged and absolutely out of sorts, exaggerated and confirmed by all reports. Be back just to do some old standards here momentarily. Love is a burning thing. It makes a fiery ring. Blinded by a wild desire, I fell into a rain of fire. I fell into a burning rain of fire. I went down, down, down. The flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The rain of fire, the rain of fire. I think tonight's episode is going to have a good bit about my boyhood country music idol, Charlie Pride. Sleeping under a table at a roadside park, a man could wake up dead, but it sure seems warmer than it did sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to sign
told her about a great sin. Mary cried and forgave me. Mary took me back again. Said if I wanted my freedom, I could be free evermore. Skies are not so black. Mary took me back. Woman I love most of all. Oh, devil woman, devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be. Leave me alone, I want to go home. This one's back in an earlier episode a lot. From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, from the green old flowering mountains to the South Belle by the shore. She's mighty tall and handsome and known quite well by all. She's the combination of the Wabash Cannonball. Now listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodlands, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engines, hear that lonesome hobo squall. You're traveling through the jungles on the Wabash Cannonball. That big eight wheel rolling down the track, ain't your true loving daddy ain't coming back. I'm moving on, I'll soon be gone. Girl, you climb too high for my little old sky, and I'm moving on. Well, fireman, would you please listen to me, 'cause I got a pretty woman in Tennessee. I'm moving on, I'll hear my song. Well, she cheated on me, so I set her free, and I'm moving on. You gotta go from Hank Snow to Ernest Tubb. I'm walking the floor over you. Oh, I can't sleep away, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. You left me and you went away. Oh, you said that you'd be back in just a day. Well, you've broken all your promises, never told me goodbye. Remember that I love you, and I will the day I die. I'm walking the floor over you. Oh, I can't sleep away, that is true. Well, I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Last one. Good sigh relief for you. I love you so much that I can't leave you, even though my mind tells me I should. Then you tell me that you really love me. All my thoughts of leaving do no good. You've got me hard over mine, worried all the time, knowing you will always be the same. You'll keep hurting me, I know, but I still can't let you go, 'cause my heart won't let my love for you change. I don't know what possesses you to watch this, but I sure appreciate that you did. This is Monte Dutton, and I'll be back in another week, if not before. Thanks a lot.